What's up, y'all? This is Action Pack. Welcome to Action Pack Boxing. So today we're going to talk about Manny Paquiao, Errol Spence Jr. You know, Errol Spence Jr., he holds the WBC welterweight title and the IBF. He's the IBF champion also. It was said that the WBA was going to strip Manny Paquiao of the WBA title and give it to Yordenis Ugas. That was maybe 5 months ago or so. And then they changed their mind. They said they was going to let Pacquiao keep his belt. And this was going to be a unification match, which was going to be a really big deal. So that would have been great just to see Errol Spence and Pac-Man go at it for a unification match. Whoever wins get 3 belts, WBC, WBA, and the IBF champion. But WBA just said today, they made a statement saying that due to inactivity, Manny Paquiao is going to be stripped of the WBA title. For sure, it's going to be official, and this is not going to be a unification match, people. The unification match is non-existent. The fight will happen. I would have loved for it to be a unification match, because if Errol Spence would have won, he'd be a 3-belt holder. He'll be a 3-title holder. He'll have the WBC, WBA, and the IBF. We all know the WBO, Terrence Bud Crawford holds that. So if Spence would have had all 3 belts and had the win over Pacquiao and had the WBA belt and added to his collection, there will only be 1 belt left, which is WBO, that Terrence Bud Crawford holds. And Bud says he's not interested in the fight anymore with Errol Spence. He says he's over it and this and that. But bet if Spence had 3 belts to his 1, that fight would be talked about again. Because after Manny Pacquiao, say Spence wins via decision, knockout, whatever the case may be, who would be next? What would be next for Errol Spence Jr.? Being that Yordenis Ugas is going to be the one who's getting the belt now and become the, the WBA super welterweight champion. Spence is going to go for Ugas. But I just got word, Terrence Bud Crawford, as soon as he heard the news, his eyes are set on Ugas. So now he wants to go for the belt. So if Bud Crawford goes at it with Ugas, that's 2 titles on the line. That's going to make the welterweight division go crazy again. No matter what happens between Pacquiao and Spence, those belts are still flying around, hanging around. There's always going to be 1 or 2 belts that's on the other side. You know, Terrence Bud Crawford, he's with PBC. He need to come over so he can do something different because he ain't been getting no good fights. Bob Arum feels like Bud Crawford is a waste of money. I spend too much money on him. Like he doesn't make the big pay-per-view fights. His name is not big like Errol Spence Jr. and Manny Pacquiao. Those are the big names. Bud is number 1 on a lot of people's pound-for-pound list. So I'm not taking anything away from Terrence Crawford. He's definitely a great fighter. He's a switch hitter. He can fight orthodox. He can fight unorthodox. He has it all. I don't believe that he has what it takes to beat Spence, but I do believe he has what it takes to beat Manny Pacquiao. A lot of people feel Manny Pacquiao is taking a risk just to fight Errol Spence, or if he was to even choose Bud Crawford, he's taking a risk. People feel like he's going to get hurt. Pacquiao's going to get hurt because he's 42, but I'm kind of disappointed. I wanted Spence to get a shot at getting another belt. Because Errol Spence, you know, he always say it's strap season. It's strap season all the time. He lets you know that's what he's here for. He's here for the straps. He's not here to fight people and cherry pick people and have these warm-up fights. Like after he came back from his accident, which was a terrible accident, and he made a great comeback after that when he fought Danny Garcia. Most people said he was banged up pretty bad in the accident, so maybe it's best that you just take a fight that's kind of safe. Keep it safe. You know, fight somebody that basically you know you're going to win. Everybody knows going to win. That's not going to make a lot of money. It's not going to bring a lot of attention. But people would have liked to see that, to just see where Spence is at. But Spence said, look, throw me with the Sharks. That's where I belong. That's where I belong. Throw me with the Sharks because I'm a shark, and I'm a shark eater. And he went in, he fought Danny Garcia. He put on a tremendous performance, was excellent. And he also stated he was only about 75, 80%. He said he wasn't even at 100%. So to be less than 100% and walk through Danny Garcia and walk him down and make it look so easy, that's bananas. We already know he's going to make sure he has to be 100% when it comes to fighting Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao is always coming on a 100. He doesn't stop. He's coming in and out, bouncing around, throwing all these punches from all these different crazy angles, and he's not someone to be taken lightly no matter his age. And Errol Spence gives a lot of respect. He gives Manny Pacquiao a lot of respect. He's an 8-division champion. 8-division champion. Like, who? I think he's the only one that's ever done that. When Manny Pacquiao started boxing, he came in like super featherweight or something, like 108 pounds, and just kept going up and moving his weight up to different divisions and going to different divisions and conquering and moving on. Took care of the super lightweight division, the lightweight division, featherweight, all of that. He's been through all of that and been champs and all of that. So if you're an 8-division champion, that's crazy. He could move up after this to 154 if he chooses. Errol Spence Jr. said he may move up to 154 when there's nothing left for him in the welterweight division. But I really would have liked to see a unification match because I want Errol Spence to get them straps. I'm a Pacquiao fan. I'm an Errol Spence fan. I'm a boxing fan. I'm a fan of the game. But a chance to get 3 belts would have been awesome. I think that would have forced the Terrence Crawford fight. But Terrence Crawford, he's after Ugas now. What if Terrence Crawford and Ugas, what if that fight actually happens? And say Bud wins. If Bud Crawford wins and he beats Ugas, he'll be the WBO and WBA champion. Errol Spence will have the WBC and he'll be the IBF champion. And then it's going to be big talks again. Mark my words, there's going to be a lot of big talks about Bud and Spence have to fight. The unification match for 2 undefeated fighters, because if Manny loses to Spence and if Bud Crawford does fight Ugas and wins, they're still both undefeated. Errol Spence will still remain undefeated. Terrence Bud Crawford will still remain undefeated. And they both will have 2 titles. There's only 4 in the division. That would be something that I can see probably happening in maybe late 2022. Maybe late 2022, early 2023 maybe. I wouldn't say no later than late 2022 if it's possible. That would be great. That would be awesome right there. That would be the build-up. Where it would be the super fight, the mega fight, where a lot of people would pay to see that, no matter where they have it at. If they have it in the T-Mobile Arena, if they have it in Las Vegas, if they have it out in Houston, if they have it out in Texas, where that's Errol Spence's home, that'd be a great place for him to perform in front of his people, and the crowd will be on his side, definitely. His energy would be different, and that'd be crazy. But this is Action Pack Sports and Action Pack Boxing Channel, and I'll be getting back at you as soon as possible with the latest news. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe if you're not a subscriber, and I'll see you soon. We want action.